fine, normal. I'm trying my AirPods.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Trying AirPods?
Yeah, AirPods. Pretty trendy. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I have.
Yeah.
Are they some futuristic technology that that's all.
I know. It's kind of interesting.
This is the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
Mary is the someone else.
Mary's someone else. The other person is not going to make it. They're in traffic or out, not at home. From what I gather.
Hopefully not dead. Fingers crossed. Who is it?
No, not dead because I'm communicating with them unless their phone has been stolen.
Their phone could have been stolen by a rowdy bunch of teens.
Yes.
Can't
Mary, you're
that.
preoccupied. You're preoccupied right now. What are you doing?
Oh, a little. I'm doing my first home brew today, and you're catching me on the tail end of it. It took about twice as long as I thought it was going to, but it's pretty fun. Home brewing some beer, so it's going to be a fun little experiment. See how it tastes. I don't really like beer that much, so it's going to be extra fun. See how this goes. What are you doing?
Yeah, so
are you doing anything fun?
I'm not. I'm just doing a podcast.
Other than the podcast, which is so fun.
No, I don't have. I'm not home brewing beer.
No.
No.
Maybe you
I
should be.
don't have time for that. Yeah, I don't know what I do.
It is quite time consuming. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But maybe it will be really rewarding. Not really sure because I haven't started it. But
maybe I don't get a lot of rewards, so a way to achieve that.
I wish you could see me on the video because it's very interesting how this process goes. You know about chemistry, right? You did chemistry stuff.
I'm aware of it as a concept.
I'm really not too familiar with it, but basically what I'm doing right now is I'm using a siphon to get this stuff that I brewed, like literally boiled for an hour, into this giant jug. And then somehow it's going to become beer. That's the tea. I feel like I'm on Breaking Bad or something.
This is why you've been so busy over the last month.
Yes,
because
this
you've
is
been
it.
Studying chemistry.
I've been exclusively brewing. No, just a lot going on. But this is me trying to get a hobby because many have raised concerns about how I don't have a hobby and how that could be.
What about all your other hobbies?
Some would say they don't count, I guess.
Oh.
What hobbies are you thinking of? I don't really have hobbies.
You play with your pets?
I know. I wish my pets could be a hobby, but I don't know if they count.
Yeah, I guess you don't have any hobbies.
Yep. Brewing. Now I
brewing
do.
It? That's it.
I spent, $200 on the kit, so it better stick. The thing is, since I know, I wasn't actually expecting it to be that much of an investment, but I got kind of not swindled because the lady was really nice, but I was there and it was like, a little sticker shock, but it was too late by the time I was checking out to be like, oh, you know what? I'm having second thoughts. You know? I'm very worried it's going to be, like, poisoned because there's all these, like, sanitation things you have to do to keep it from being infected, they call it. And I'm very worried it's going to be infected. No, I did those things. Can you hold this, please? My helper's not being very. My helper's not being very helpful. Tilt it, please. Tilt it. Yeah. It's like very hard for me to. Okay, thank you. Basically, all this bacteria can like ruin your beer, so you have to sanitize everything as you go. And like I was sanitizing, but there's just a lot. There's a lot to it. You have to sanitize every single thing, and it's like as soon as it touches anything else, it's no longer sanitary. And it's kind of a lot. So I'm pretty sure the stuff's going to get infected also because I'm like seeing some weird particles. It's some sediment, but other than sediment, I feel like I was seeing some funky things. We'll see. I'll let you know when I'm next on the podcast. I'll let you know. So,
and you're in a hospital.
And they call it an infection, but I'm told it's not like, it doesn't infect you, it just makes the beer taste bad. So stakes are theoretically pretty low. But
yeah, but you'd find a way.
You know, life finds a way sometimes. Oh God, it's getting weird. I think I don't want that part. Okay. I think I'm done with my siphoning. Ooh boy. Gross. Ugh. Super gross.
Anyway, tonight you have those big plans. I don't know if you want to do
Anyway,
those, but,
I was really hoping to be done with this process by the time of this podcast, but now I'm done. Well, my part is done. Drew's gonna take over for me, I think. No?
Oh.
No? He's making some concerned sounds.
Obviously, that's not 2.5 gallons.
Yeah, so you should put less than 2.5 gallons of water in, I think.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and match that.
Yeah, remember, err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm stepping away now. Okay, I'm chatting and watching.
Is this a shared hobby then?
It's mostly my hobby, but then I had this podcast and this all just took a lot longer, and it's really a difficult job to do solo. Not gonna lie.
Your life's pretty hard right now, I understand.
It's so hard. I'm suffering greatly. But anyway, have you been?
I've been okay. I'm mostly suffering greatly, but
yeah, working nights, right?
Yeah.
Still? Why?
Yeah.
Why don't
That's how it works.
Why don't you move on?
I don't move on.
Yeah. Take your talents elsewhere. Maybe move to Miami.
Miami?
That's a thought. Yeah.
What am I going to do in Miami?
I don't know. Nuclear stuff. I feel like there's a lot of nuclear stuff going on. Okay.
There is, I guess. So I should do the same job that I have now, but in Miami. How else would you get the water? Is that
okay? Drew's not really respecting the fact that I'm on the phone right now. Asking a lot of questions that I'm having a hard time answering.
Well, we'll answer them on air. Go ahead.
Why don't I what? Just
we'll answer
put them on the air.
So
Okay. I'm taking my air. Well, you're not going to be able to hear me if I'm on the speakerphone. The thing. How well can you hear Drew? Medium?
This is Drew talking right now. Can you hear me? It's on the lower end.
Barely. I'll have to repeat the questions back to the podcast. So this is now a homebrew instructional podcast. We've skipped steps 1 through 6 and are now on step 7.
What is step 7 called?
Add water.
How many steps are there?
Well, 14 total. But we're only having to do 8 of them today. And so we're on 7. So add clean water to bring it. Okay, so yeah, just add, I would go up to here with the water, I think. Just put a line there. For now. Just put a dot. Yeah. So, I'm supposed to add this water to our mixture, and it has to be clean water. So I guess that is how we're doing that. It doesn't feel very sanitary.
I feel like everything else is less sanitary. Putting it in a medium device, like, still coming out.
I guess so. Don't put it on the lid, though. Okay, you're putting it on the lid.
I'm not touching it. I touched it once, but accidentally.
Right, just... It's going to be very interesting. Anyway, why don't you move to Miami? Just call it all off.
No, but I'd be doing the same thing in Miami. It'd be the same situation.
How do you know that? Maybe you could find a better position. Maybe you should go work at a school. Like a college and do some research or something.
A college.
Or go work for the military. Always an option.
God. Just go right into the military?
Go right in. What's stopping you?
A lot of things. Like not wanting to go into the military.
I don't want you to be in the military, per se. Just, fighting.
Well, I'm not sure what you're saying.
Weapons of mass destruction. Just make some weapons for them. What's the worst that could happen?
Make some weapons for them.
I really think it is going to want us to get up to 5 gallons.
I don't think so, Drew. Maybe, though.
Yeah, otherwise we're not going to have enough for 48 bottles of beer. And it says just fill water until it's 5 total gallons, right?
I suppose.
Mostly the Hungarian.
You're being extremely rude, Drew. The podcast is not going to accept it. I'm never going to be invited back now. First, I missed my last scheduled session. Second, I am now half brewing, half podcasting. This would be a way better video podcast. Do you want me to turn on the video? For the listeners?
You can. For the listeners, yeah, they're not going to get it. So.
Just for the listeners. Okay. So I want you to verbally describe what's happening. Turn around.
Me?
No, not you, Drew. Them. Here. All right, Daniel. What does this look like to you?
What do you want? What's the right answer? I don't know.
I don't know. Does it look healthy? Does it look like beer?
So describe it to the listeners.
It's got a good head. Broth.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It doesn't assume more. We boiled it for an hour. Obviously it lost some volume.
It did lose some volume.
But that's just chemistry.
Okay, you can go higher.
I'm not going to go all
I just
the way
want you to
high.
err on the side of caution. Okay, now I really have to go, Drew. This is very rude. Okay. Closing the door. All right. I'm here.
Oh, you left.
Fully. No, I never
him.
left.
Completely.
Oh, yeah, I left him, for sure. It was too much. There was too much going on. I was getting overstimulated.
That's understandable.
And the poor listeners, they're probably so confused. They're like, Wait, I thought this was the Experience podcast, not this homebrew podcast. I want you to lose listeners.
It's part of the experience, you know?
I guess so. I really thought I was going to be done by now. We started at like 12:30. And it is so much later than that now. Whew.
Well, you keep asking me to do these like early Sunday morning episodes. Like, and people don't want to do episodes at 8 in the morning.
Not 8. I was going to say like 10. 10 a.m.
Oh, that's early for
That's
me.
too crazy? That's early. Well, when you're doing night shifts, I can see how that would be early. Yeah. What hours are the night shifts from?
6 to 6.
Interesting.
So 10 is like the worst time.
Yeah. You're like ready to die. Yeah. That tracks. Well, how long are you on night shifts for? I feel like you haven't always been doing them for this long.
Well, the outage got extended.
Oh.
Due to an issue. So, it should only be a couple more weeks.
Couple more weeks. Oh.
2 more weeks.
Cool. When do you do your grocery shopping?
On my days off.
Oh. Forgot about that. What kind of stuff do you make?
What kind of stuff do I make?
Yeah, food.
Like, what food items do I composite?
Or like, you know, what do you cook?
A variety of things. I don't know.
Pasta? Tofu? Chicken?
Yeah, sure.
Rice?
Yeah.
Steak?
No, I don't really make rice. Steak? No, steak's a little too much.
Rice is really easy. If you have one of those cookers. Like an instant
I don't
pot
have
or
room
whatever.
in my kitchen to fit a rice cooker.
Really? They're not that big. You can put it in the closet.
Kitchen's
Except when you need it.
There is no closet. I guess there's kind of a closet. I don't know. There's not a lot of counter space. Yeah. I can't afford these giant kitchens that you have with your brewing set up and your...
Actually, I think you can. You probably can afford it more than I can.
All your extra trinkets that you have. I mean, you know, we can't live this lavish lifestyle.
We can't all have a giant 5-gallon carboy just tinker around with. Listen, if I get a new rice cooker, do you want me to ship you the old one?
No, that's more expensive than buying a new one.
Yeah, they're not that much.
You're getting a new rice cooker? Is that your Easter present? Is that a thing? I can't do it.
I don't really celebrate Easter, so no.
Yeah, but you could still get Easter presents, considering it's not a real thing.
I haven't ever gotten Easter presents. We used to get eggs with candy in them.
Because Easter presents aren't a thing. But they could be. Because, you know, America.
Yeah. Everything has to be a present holiday in America.
Yeah.
You know, why don't we just make Easter about what it's really about? You know?
Spending money?
No. Capitalism. Okay. Hold on a second. I have to help. We've got to pivot from Easter just for a second. So, listeners. Jesus. Okay. We were trying to measure the specific gravity of the solution and seem to have dropped the thermometer into the hydrometer.
But look, you can see it.
I see it, but how do we get it?
Bubbles, we can't read it.
Fuck. Okay. Oh, I just cursed on air. You're gonna have to blur that out.
God. Yeah,
bleep it.
We'll bleep it out.
Do you have one of those automatic bleepers? Do you still have an editor?
No, it's always been me. It's never been anyone else.
Okay. Really? I thought Blake wasn't Blake helping you for a bit?
It'd be great if Blake could edit, but he's so busy with nothing that.
Oh my God, Daniel, you love just talking about how not busy other people are. You must accept that just because we're not all working the night shift doesn't mean that we're just twiddling our thumbs. Okay.
I don't think he's that busy. People have time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have to stir it too.
Oh my God. True. See, Daniel, I probably should have just said, why don't we do it at 5:15, you know? Maybe you should have waited for your other guests. Maybe they were better.
5:15? I thought you said you were busy later, though.
I'm busy at 5:45. I would have to.
What is going on at 5:45 that you can't do this?
I have a dinner at 6, and I have to leave for the dinner.
You have a dinner at 6?
I do.
Does Drew know about this?
Drew's very aware.
I don't know.
He's in the loop. He's in the loop.
I don't think so.
Oh, God. It's really strange what we're doing. Grab it. Oh, my God. I don't know what we're going to do. Okay.
Rinse it out with water and drop it in the sanitizer.
Okay. Yes, I have a dinner. So, what's this other person doing? Just stuck in traffic? Who even are they?
I can't reveal that information due to security reasons.
Due to security reasons.
Yeah, I mean, you never know these days. So you can't. Yeah, it's not going to happen. But I don't know. I think they're available the rest of the night, unlike some people on this episode. Again, due to security reasons, I can't reveal who I'm talking about.
Listen, I tried for the morning. I wasn't doing anything until brew day, which has been scheduled for weeks. Weeks, I tell you. Yes, because I bought the stuff so long ago. And I was like, I need to schedule a day to do it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
this was it?
oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Drew's really having a bad time right now. We need to trade, Drew.
I understand. I was wondering why I was getting something.
You don't understand. You're not using all the right pieces.
I'm stirring it.
Oh.
All I'm doing is stirring it.
Why are you stirring?
Because you have to stir it.
Oh.
I feel very missed if I'm trying to save this room.
Drew's feeling a little bit neglected.
Yeah, look, it sounds like there's a lot going on over there. I don't know.
There's a lot going on.
I don't know how to proceed here.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. The stirring made the foam go down. Okay. Daniel, I'm very sorry. This is all just so complicated with the siphons and the specific gravities. It's like, I can barely keep up. And this is all just, wow. It's getting crazy.
It sounds like a lot of wow.
It's a lot of wow. I wish you were here to see it, or that this was a video cast and somehow anyone could see it, because I feel like it's not really translating, just the verbal. From what I know, it's much better to do a video lesson. Is that what it's supposed to be? Ruined?
It's 1.2 or 3.
It's supposed to be
1.1.
Mary, maybe you need a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel for this.
A Twitch stream? Isn't that for gamers though? that
That could be
different?
for anything. You're streaming anything, you know.
I think we should do the sample, I think.
Pause.
Okay. You sure just told me to pause. The audacity. Going back into the living room. He doesn't know about specific gravity.
Well, I don't
And
know.
you're the expert in this field, I think, is.
That's it harder.
Yeah.
I am an expert. What? Basically, the specific gravity is not what we need it to be. But I think it's hard to tell because of all the bubbles. I know the listeners can't see it, but there's a lot of bubbles. It's a really foamy head, and it's kind of hard to tell where the specific gravity on the hydrometer actually is.
Okay, right. Good news.
What?
So, fear basically is that our specific gravity is too high.
Okay.
Adding water lowers specific gravity.
Oh.
So
Are you sure that's how high it is, though? Like, are you sure you're not looking at the bubbles?
Mary, even if I looked at the bubbles, it is too high. And the thing below it is higher.
Okay. Let's see. So you're just going to add more water?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't really have any other choice. Pretty much just unboxed it.
It's very complicated. Maybe you should try this, Daniel.
Brewing beer or dealing with Drew?
Yep. Probably the beer first, and then if you aren't satisfied with that, then you can try out the other thing.
I can try him out.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently instead of stirring, we close the furniture and shake.
Ah, okay.
I was like,
Yeah. One other thing to note, Daniel, is that Drew can't hear you at all because of the AirPods. So
yes.
He's only
That's
really catching. Probably. He's only catching one side of this, you know. Kind of hard.
Yeah, and there's three sides to every story, as they always say. So we want to keep an open mind here.
He's only catching 1/3. He's missing the other 2, so we can't hold him at fault for that.
No,
man, I would be so upset if this thing is ruined.
we went into it expecting it to probably be ruined.
Oh God.
This has been a big investment for you. I mean, this is it.
I mean, we're on hour 4 or 5 right now. I'm not feeling positive. Specific gravity is not where it needs to be.
Yeah, you keep making specific gravity. Do you know what that means, or
I'm not really sure. So basically, we're adding water for it to get to this certain specific gravity that it needs to be at. We measure that, and then we measure it at the end, like when it's done, and you subtract or you get the difference between those, and that somehow gives you what your alcohol content is.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you get it, right?
I wasn't sure where you were going with that. It sounds like you just keep throwing around buzzwords.
Specific gravity. ABV. Carboy. You know.
Yeah.
Do you know what the unfermented beer is called?
Wheat?
Guess. No. It's close. No. It's close. No, it's called wort. W-O-R-T.
I was pretty close.
You were. Wort sounds like wheat. Maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah, with different accents.
Wort. Oh, have you done the wort yet? I don't know what accent that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that was or what that was supposed to be.
I think it was Irish. Scottish?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe?
Okay, we'll go with that. What's the least offensive that you could do. We'll just say that's what it is.
Irish. Least offensive. I've been through a lot. Oh wait, maybe the Scottish would be less offensive. I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. Drew, I think you need to stir it, no?
I just stirred it.
Oh.
I'm considering
Did you?
how I'm going to read the gravity. I added more water too. Not that much. I'm pondering.
Maybe you should do a sample cup.
Yeah. Maybe.
Do you want me to do it? This is not at all sanitary. Are you aware of that?
I haven't put that shit in
Oh.
anywhere.
Okay.
Like, this is the only thing that's not in this is raw. And everything in here is sanitary.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, like this whole contraption probably needs to be rinsed and re-sanitized if we're going to do this. So I think we should just put the hydrometer back in this thing.
Alright, put it back in.
I think we'll be fucked otherwise. Also, everything I read says it's not going to be the end of the world if we get the OG one.
Okay.
Basically, we might just make our beer higher ABV.
Okay. Daniel, are you catching that?
I got some of that.
He keeps muting himself. Oh boy. Not a good sign.
Well, it's hard to hear Drew, like I said. It's tough.
Yeah.
But
Is that better?
I know he's not talking.
Let's just call it. That's
Just
good
go
enough.
low and just say, like, it's kind of really wrong. Like, we're not even at the 5 liter mark yet. Should we just pour the water to 5 liters and just call 5 gallons and just call it?
Yeah, maybe. We'll measure it. Put another bit. Maybe put it. Where's the 5 gallons?
I know. I'm turning it.
Is this making you more or less interested in the concept of alcohol, Daniel?
It's not doing anything one way or the other. I'll give you that. It doesn't move the needle.
Doesn't move the needle. That's what I go for. That's what I strive for. Let's see. Yeah. No, not affecting anyone's opinion ever about anything. That's what I strive for. We're trying to find where I think she mentioned we wouldn't be able to see it. And that's why we were supposed to mark it. Shit. Bleep that.
Yeah, you're really lighting up the scoreboard here.
Do you at all? Oh, here. I found it. It's here.
Oh, yeah, there's my mark. I made this mark below the line.
Where's the line then?
I mean, it's like, oh yeah, I can feel the texture. It's like right around here. That's where the words are. We're almost at 5 gallons.
Here. It's right here. I feel it.
Yeah, no, I felt it too. Okay. But now we can read the spectrometer better.
Well, Mary, maybe we should just end it here so you can kind of focus on your work.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I think we've strung this one long enough. We need to keep you focused, you know, because clearly the current setup just isn't working.
I'm sorry.
Part of my job is to identify those situations.
We just figured out that it is fine. It's fine where it is. So that's good. Are you still going to talk to this person?
I don't know. I don't think so. Why?
Oh, well, I was going to say I can just hop on whenever they are available. And then.
Today?
Yeah. Chat
Right,
for a bit.
You got your big dinner. We got your big dinner.
6? I've got time.
What time?
I mean, it's only, I guess it's 5:11 now. Well, you know what? This person's really late, so I'm not gonna feel too bad. Yeah. No, this is just a disaster. Not you, but this brewing process was just so much harder than I thought it was gonna be. That's all I have to say. Oh! Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Daniel, I'm sorry. Are you ever gonna have me back? I don't think this one
Probably
should make
not.
it on the air. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is it. This is your
Maybe
last
just
show, so just say whatever you gotta say.
don't air this one. This is a
It's already live. It's already been posted.
this is a blooper. Whole thing has been a blooper. And listen, we'll do a better one in 6 days when the brew is done, and the theme of it will be a taste test. It'll be like Hot Ones, but just with this one single beer. Thoughts?
Sure.
Think about it. Don't air this. Yeah, that's all.